I'm talking to Murray Thomson on the eve of his 54th big show at Fort Knox, Ferntree Gully, for the OPBF Championship. Awali Amatoso faces his moment of truth, but in preparation of this big tournament tomorrow night at Fort Knox, Murray, you've had other things on your mind. Tell us, who's that beautiful little baby in your arms? Who's that?
This is Alana Linda Tully Thomson.
What a big name.
Yeah, she's 2 days old.
And when we talk about 2 days old, she was born on what day?
The 24th of November, 2 days ago.
And the early hours of the morning?
Yeah, 12 minutes past 4 and I was ringside. I was there.
You're at ringside, I like that. It's going to change your lifestyle, do you believe?
Well, this has been a bit of a nightmare with preparations for this fight because Alana was due on the 12th of November and you know, she was nearly like 2 weeks overdue and I thought just my luck she's going to come on, you know, fight day.
Well, footballers often don't play that weekend when their wife has birth. Who's this lovely young lady? What's your name?
Anastasia.
And how old are you, Anastasia?
8.
And what school do you go to?
Holy Family in Mount Waverley.
Mount Waverley. Do you like school?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda. How about that? Now, Murray, you've set up home. You got a little creche at home and all that sort of stuff.
Yep. Actually, Anastasia is quite a good boxer. She punches the bag. Yeah, she does real well.
So she's a member of the Fighters Factory then?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's my stepdaughter.
A stepdaughter and a very pretty young lady too. Tell us about Awali's opponent. It's a OPBF welterweight championship fight and it's a moment of truth for Awali.
Yeah, Juan Young Park has had 20 knockouts out of 22 fights, or 26 fights, 22 wins. He's come here to really fight. You've seen his eyes. It's going to be a good fight, but it's all fair income from this time on with Wali.
Yep. And it's a stepping stone, of course, across the world. It's pretty difficult from here, but it's a big moment of truth. And, of course, we've got a WBF world title fight, Susie Q Ramadan, who's taken the whole world by storm.
Yeah, it's the first world title I've promoted.
Yeah.
So, Susie brings a lot of people, generates a lot of interest.
So it'll be a big night, 6 big international fights. Yeah. Good luck on several fronts, Murray, home front and the boxing front.
Thank you, Howard.
Murray Thomson. It's out now, the December issue. 58.3, yes. Manu, last time here you won a trophy. What was that, the best preliminary boxer? What was it, the most courageous?
Sorry, I can't remember.
You didn't see the trophy. I think you received an award that night.
It got broken travel.
It got broken in travel, did it? Oh, never mind. Manu, you liked it here last time. You stayed on after your fight and met a lot of people, and they were very happy to meet you. So you've got a nice following here in Melbourne.
I very appreciate the many Australians who are such good sportsmanships, including Bash. I'm impressed with Australian sportsmanship in Melbourne and that, because you just meet so many awesome people here, and they don't give you the evils. They actually come up and give you a good encouragement, and also appreciate meeting fellas like Bash and that, who, you know, it's great to hit. Yes, we get in there and we fight, but after that it's all over. You know, I hope we can say we're friends. Yep.
Beautifully put. What a nice address there by Manu. Bash worked the corner with 57.5. What have you done in preparation for a return match against Manu, who praised you then, said you're a really decent guy and your friends outside the ring?
Yeah, absolutely. Manu's a great guy, really friendly bloke. So glad that he's given me the opportunity to fight him again. Yeah. Really looking forward to the challenge.
What do you like about boxing? I mean, what I know physical fitness and all that sort of stuff, but
yeah, that stuff, and also the mental side of things. I think it really tests your mental strength and your discipline, which are things that I wanted to develop. So it was great to have someone like Paul in your ring, in the corner, to help you out with that sort of stuff.
We'll wish him happy birthday, will we?
We will, on the 6th.
Go on there, Bash. Bash Sinha, give him a big round of applause there. This has one of the difficulties. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Murray Thompson's Fighters Factory, promotion number 54. Congratulations, Murray, who during the week became a proud dad for the first time. You're at Fort Knox, Ferntree Gully, Friday, November 27. Murray Thompson in association with the Victorian Plumbers Union. Welcome to War of the Worlds. Okay, 4 rounds of boxing under the auspices of the Professional Boxing Combat Sports Board of Victoria. Chairman Bernard Balmer at ringside, John Doherty, Scott Brower, our 2 commissioners at ringside, Dean Lapis and Brett Osler, analysing the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a return match from August 21, 2009. Your judges at ringside under the 10-point must system. Anika Williams, Gus Mercurio in his final venture in Australia. Congratulations, Gus. Big round of applause for Augustus Mercurio, one of the legends of boxing, author, referee, judge, radio, television, you name it, and actor. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Campbell, Gus Mercurio, Anika Williams, your timekeepers, not timekeepers, but judges. Wayne Ashdown is your referee, working a big shift today. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first on my right, occupying the blue corner, from Hamilton, New Zealand. He works as a gardener. That's a gardener tilling the plots for professional fights. 1 win, 1 draw. Tipping the scales at 58 kilograms even. Last night at the Manhattan Hotel. He's already created a big cult following in Australia, wearing excellent colours of black and red with a touch of white. We welcome Manu Emery. And across the ring, would you congratulate the new WBF Intercontinental Light Middleweight Champion, Eddie Psychedelic, with Paul the Silver Fox Fifield and Brendan the Pacer. From Mount Waverley, businessman, boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, tipping the scales at 57.50 kilograms, 4 bouts, 2 big wins. Let's welcome back Bhaskar Sinha. Bhaskar Sinha. Wayne Ashdown. Bruce Glacier. In the corner. Thank you, Bruce. Bruce Hill, Bruce Glacier. Double Bruce.
Here's the first fight. Bhaskar Sinha and Manu Emery fighting. Should be a good contest. They've only had 6 fights between the 2 of them, but they certainly look as if they've been around a while. They know what they're doing. They've been well taught.
Yeah, Bash comes to fight. He's very fit. With Eddie and Paul in his corner.
He's a good conditioner of a fighter, Paul Fifield, isn't he?
Absolutely. He had Eddie in excellent condition last week at Melbourne. Good evasion there by Bash. Nice left jab there by Manu.
Both fighters are active, but they're relaxed. You know, they're doing something all the time, but they're relaxed while they're doing it. That's a good sign. That means they've been taught well.
Yeah, there's some good sparring down there with Eddie, and his hands are up nice and straight. Good jab.
It's pretty hard to fold either fighter, isn't it?
It's very evenly matched at the moment. They're
just warming to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just feeling each other at the moment.
That jab's going well for Manu. That's a nice right hand by Bash. just have the reach advantage over Bash at the moment.
Here he has. He hasn't been able to get up like he'd like to, Bash.
With his hands nice and high, though, he's working his way in well.
Manu's got all the time in the world to do what he's doing.
Yeah, he's just boxing beautifully at the moment.
Well, the same token, Bash hasn't done much wrong either.
Yeah, they're both fairly even at the moment, Frank, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Manu's holding his ground pretty well.
He hasn't pushed him back much yet, Bash. That was an even round, Frank.
Yeah, was an even round. I just had Manu in front because he did a little bit more with the jab.
Yeah, he worked that jab beautifully. Stayed off him. It's the best way to fight a shorter guy.
You mean a vertically challenged guy?
That's the one, Frank.
That's it. I haven't got small man syndrome.
No, not at all. They're always a little bit taller than me when I had to go as well, Frank. But he's come over here with Joshua tonight, Manu. He's over from New Zealand. Spoke to his trainer before the fight, and he's very well prepared, they said. He's very fit. He's excited about this fight.
Yeah, they beat them tough in New Zealand, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They'd rather have a fight than a feed.
Absolutely. Good combination for him.
Yeah, well, Manu's game's plan's working. Bash is still chipping away.
That's it. All those nice one. If you can get inside him a bit more, Frank, it'll...
Yeah, well, that's what he's going to have to do instead of staying back there and copping that jab all the time.
Oh, this right hand, one of them's going to land us. Very good evasion there, Bash.
Yeah. Well, they're both not giving ground, are they, really?
No, not at all.
They're both holding their ground.
Yeah.
There's blood coming
That's on
from
the back
Manu's nose.
He got him with the right hand, I think, Frank. Just looking for that one right hand. It's working. It's tagged him a couple of times with that. Looks like Bash has got a blood nose now as well, Frank.
Oh, he didn't want to be left out, mate.
No, exactly. Little on the left nostril there.
There's plenty of activity in there, isn't there?
A lot of punches being thrown at the moment.
No place for a faint heart.
Absolutely not.
Their work ethic's incredible.
Just walking up both of them at the moment. It's going very well.
Jesus. Manu's getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, the snapping that jab seems to be...
He's a little bit tired. Gee,
Yeah.
It's only the first round, Manu. I know he's relaxed, but he's not that relaxed.
Well done by Bash.
Yeah, Baz has kept the pressure on, hasn't he?
Oh.
He hasn't taken many backward steps at all.
No, not at all.
And his work rate's pretty good.
He's very fit.
And it's a muggy night, isn't it?
It's humid in here tonight, Frank. Very humid. End of the second round.
So maybe it's having a bit of an effect on Manu.
Well, I don't think they'd be used to training in conditions like this back over in South Auckland, Frank.
Pretty muggy in the old tin shed.
Absolutely. Got his hands up on the rope there as well.
He's breathing.
Breathing quite heavy, so.
Yeah, breathing quite heavy. I think Bash is only going to get better as the fight goes on.
Nice left to the body right over the top. His hands are nice and high. He can't score. Manu can't score with his hands up like that.
Oh, that was a good right hand from Bash.
One of those.
Manu's starting to jab with his hands low. His jab's coming out low, Manu.
And his right hand slides back when he drops that left jab in, doesn't it, Frank?
Yep. He's turned southpaw now. He's going to try something different. Now he's back to orthodox.
Oh, that left to the body right hand over the top for Bash is working.
Yep. See, I don't know, maybe it's intuition, but I think he's getting, I think the heat might be getting to Manu.
He took some nice punches in.
Yeah.
A couple of good combinations by Bassing.
Oh, but
how hot would it be up there, Frank? It's got to be close to 30 degrees up there, doesn't it?
Oh, it's got to be every part of it with the lights.
Absolutely.
We're not getting the radiation from the lights down here where we are, but up there they are. And I can tell you it makes a big difference, as you well know.
It's a warm night. He's waiting for him in that corner. He's just waiting for that right hand.
Bash is covered in sweat too. He's back, I notice.
Good body punch there. Good job.
See, both fighters are giving 110%, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not taking a backward step at all. They're just going forward.
See,
bit of humour there
now
from
he's
the
back
corner.
to southpaw. Sometimes you've got to try something different to get an opening. What do you reckon about that?
Oh, absolutely. You've got to mix it up. That left to the body right hand over the top's working for Bash. He's tagged him a couple of times with that one. Got him with a nice jab there.
See how, what I was saying before, he's dropping his hands, Manu. His hands are starting to come down a little bit.
Yeah, I'd probably give that round to Bash. He got the first few in the first half of the round.
Yeah, Bash did a little bit more, didn't he?
Yeah.
Manu, as I said, I think he's tiring. His work rate was good in the first round. He dropped off. He was a bit lethargic that round.
He was very sharp in the first round. He seems to, probably the heat, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Very warm out here at the Fort Knox tonight, Frankie. Like being up in the tropics today.
I think as the fight goes on, Bash is going to get, when he sees Manu's tiring, it'll be like waving a red flag at a bull.
If he can get that left to the body, that right hand over the top, he's nearly tagged him a couple of times. And he's got quite a hard head, this Manu.
But as he's tiring, his hands are coming down. Oh, the final round.
4 round of the first fight.
Oh, no wonder he was tiring then.
He'd be just getting going now, Frank, back in the day.
Yeah, but they're very deceiving. They're at least 6-round fighters.
Oh, absolutely.
They're brilliant fighters considering they've only had 6 fights between the two of them.
Yeah, it's all experience getting the rounds up, getting the wind up. Well, there's a nice left hook by Manu. He's not going to take a backward step, though.
Well, I'd just about as far as go to say that the winner of the last round might win the fight. Because it's been pretty close, hasn't it?
Been even. Getting a couple in there. He's going to have to come home there, Bash, I think, Frank would.
Yeah, he's just got to...
Oh. I think there was a loss of balance.
Yeah. Yeah, Bash has got to throw caution to the wind here, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Manu's made a little bit of a recovery.
Yeah, that jab's started to be a bit quicker now.
It's a very evenly contested contest, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well matched.
Oh, brilliantly matched.
He's back to the southpaw now, Manu. Switch back.
They've both tried their hearts out, there's no doubt about that.
Haven't stopped. Have not stopped,
They
Frank.
definitely came to fight. See how Manu's dropping his hands.
Yeah, that's the only time he's getting hit too. He's very evasive.
Bash has got to up his work rate. He's got to go in there and just
very evenly matched fight, Frankie.
A good fight.
Good first fight, Frank.
How about a big round of applause? These two warriors have gone now 8 rounds this year in Centre Ring. And would you believe it, the weigh-in last night at the Manhattan Hotel, both young guys spoke of great respect for each other. Very good to hear. Okay, we have a unanimous points decision. Judge Anika Williams had it 40-35. Andrew Campbell and Gus Mercurio both had it closer at 39-37. Your winner, blue corner, Manu Tony Emery. Natalie, fixing the... Thank you, Natalie. Just a quick word. Thank you, guys. Manu, Tony, come across, Tony. Tony, come across. You said last night how much you loved coming to Melbourne, and here you are again, and a big winner again against the same young man, and you really like each other as friends.
He's a great fella. And thank you all Melbourne supporters and all those who've come from all over Australia. Being a New Zealander, I still appreciate everyone that comes here, because you make the event possible for us. Whether you're shouting for Bash or for me, it doesn't matter. You're here supporting. So thank you all the crowd that is here, and to Murray, Thomson, Good team we've got in Howard. It's good seeing you again. So thank you.
Thank you. A very gracious Tony Emery. Bad luck, Bash. 2 times. There's some sort of rhyme there, but I can't think of it. You fought a similar battle, but he just got home again.
Yeah, he fought really well and deserved the win. Just want to thank Manu for giving me the opportunity to fight him again. I really appreciate it. Thanks to Murray as well for putting me on the show. I really appreciate that. You know, what a gentleman. He's a really, really nice bloke, Manu, so I'm happy for him. Thanks a lot for coming and supporting me. My friends, my family, everyone that's come here. My corner. I couldn't do this without you, Paul, Brendan, all you guys, Ennis, and I love your suit.
Thank you. Okay, very well put.
84 points.
Come on, you Josh. Welcome back to Melbourne. It's almost your second home now. This is your 3rd trip here in a few weeks, isn't it? A few months.
Yeah, it is. A joy here.
What's Bruce Closey been talking to you about? Keep your gloves up high and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, just protect myself and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Good luck. Joshua Tai, protect yourself at all times, we say. Okay, we're talking to Dale Charter, 81.30 kilograms, 81.30 kilograms. Dale, you're telling me before we went to air that you've had a severe hand injury. Tell us about that. Was it a work accident or what happened there?
It was a work accident. We were scheduled to fight on Murray's first show last February.
Yes.
2 weeks prior to the fight, I was injured at work. I contracted cellulitis on my hand, which I was in hospitalised for 14 days and had 3 operations. I was 2 days from actually having the hand amputated. The infection was that severe.
That's your right hand, yeah.
So yeah, it put me back for quite some time.
Yeah.
But slowly and surely things have slowly come back back into work for us. So it's going good. It's held up very well during training. So hopefully now that it can hold up during the fight, and things should go well.
Go on, you Dale. Good luck. Thanks for coming back. Dale Charter, great handshake with a hand that was severely damaged. Good on you, Brian. Brian Johnson. Horse trainer. Good on you, Brian. Coming back with bout number 2. Number 2, un, deux, trois. What was the stump score in the cricket? West Indies were 5 down.
2 years has passed and they wilted away. All that was left were memories.
Here comes Dale Charter.
Now the fight is on until there's nothing left. I'll fight
Mark Fraser.
never before. The fight is on until my final breath. I never wanted anything.
Okay, welcome back to Centre Ring Friday Night Fights. Fort Knox, Murray Thomson, his last big show for 2009. 6 rounds of international cruiserweight boxing. When the bell tolls, your man in charge of the action. 2008, he was voted Victoria's Premier Referee of the Year, Mr. Tony Moretta. Your judges at ringside, Gus Mercurio, Andrew Campbell, Wayne Ashdown. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first in the red corner with Bruce Closier, his mentor from Auckland, New Zealand. 3 professional fights from a great family of boxers, kickboxers. Ladies and gentlemen, tipping the scales at 84.60 kilograms. Wearing black trunks with a touch of white. Would you welcome New Zealand's Joshua Tai. Joshua Tai, red corner. And across the ring with Greg Grogan, Carlton footy man and a former professional top boxer who boxed with Barry Michael on a big night at the Whitten Oval, the Western Oval. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man, it's fortunate he's back in boxing. It's fortunate he's back in life, because about 18 months ago, a serious work injury could have led to Dale Charter losing his arm and his wrist. He's made a great recovery to return to boxing tonight. From Reservoir, 2 professional fights, 1 draw at 81.30 kilograms, blue trunks with white trim. Would you welcome Dale Charter? Dale Charter. Tony Moretta, here we go.
I've seen Joshua, he comes from New Zealand. He doesn't look fit at all. He doesn't look like he's got much condition on him whatsoever, but he's got a big heart and he tries hard.
I saw him in the change rooms before the fight. He's had 10 kickboxing fights, Frank, and he's, I think this is his 5th time out here in Australia. Dale, an old sparring partner of mine, actually. He's a good fighter, Dale.
Is he?
Nice straight boxer.
Yeah, Joshua's not timid for a man who's got no condition on him. Got plenty of heart, old Josh.
Dale will bring the southpaw.
He's got an enormous reach advantage, hasn't
Massive,
he?
isn't it?
What he wants to do is use it to his advantage and keep away from Joshua.
Yeah, just keep using that jab.
Yeah.
Josh had come out with that right rip. Got him with the right to the body before.
Because Josh is just coming in swinging, isn't he, really?
Going for an early night, I think, Frank. Their styles aren't really suited, are they? They're sort of working each other out, getting stuck in.
Yeah, Dale's by far the better conditioned of the two. Up there.
I don't think that hurt. That was more of a slip, I think, Frank.
Yeah. There's nothing flash about that.
No,
round,
not at
was
all.
there?
Very even. Yeah, Dale's father, Adrian, had a lot to do in my career. Frankie was in the corner for me a couple of times. He was a great supporter. Him and Rose have always been there throughout the amateur fights, and great supporters. Always at the Reggio Calabria Club for the amateur fights. And
yeah, I've seen them quite. They've had a lot of fighters, haven't they?
oh yeah, they're a great help.
Yeah, they're good for boxing, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're great supporters. We're warmed up now, Frank. It'll be a good round, this one.
He's got plenty of heart, Joshua. There's no two ways about it, you know. For a man who's out of condition, as he undoubtedly is, you only have to have one look to see that.
He's tough, mate. He's a
He
brawler.
gives plenty of heart.
Yeah, he's not
look.
stopping. Oh. Got tagged a couple of times in, Frank.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's an early night.
Stop the fight.
Yeah, just too many punches there by Joshua. He came out swinging, Frank.
Yeah, he did. He came out swinging. It paid dividends, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 54 seconds. Round 2, your winner. Breaking through for his first professional victory, Joshua Tai from Auckland, New Zealand. Thank you, Con, from K-Line. Manny's on the scales. 75.8. Well done, Manny. You've been training pretty hard. I think you're slimmer than the last time I saw you. You're in good nick.
Yeah, always slimmer, Howard. Always slimmer. Train pretty hard.
Yeah. Okay, the boys at the gym set a good standard down there. I've been and had a look at your gym years ago, and I went down there recently and looked in. The doors were locked. But Manny, you haven't been fighting any bushfires. Is your family getting ready for maybe a dangerous summer?
Look, I think no bushfires as of late, but I think we're all going to be careful this summer with the bushfires. Just looking forward to Christmas, really.
Yep. So this is an important fight against an international fighter.
Yeah, it's a very important fight. It's probably a career-defining fight, a must-win fight for me. And I just hope Tito comes to fight tomorrow night because I'm ready to go.
Manny's ready to go. How about that? Another good domestic fight, Mick? Another good domestic fight. Yep. 75.9. Gee, beautifully matched, Murray. Tito, looking trim, taut and terrific. The baby doesn't keep you up all night crying, does it?
Actually, my partner, she understands what I'm doing.
Yeah.
She gives me a time to rest, to focus what I'm going to do.
And so, Amanda, of course, you can give her a few little pointers about nursing the baby all night, can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Manny Vlamis, a very good opponent. You'll be a little taller, I think, but he says he's ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I know he's a good fighter. That's why I want to fight him. When I started boxing, I want to challenge the best in the world and to go best to fight first, the best in the world first. I have to fight in the home. It's good to fight him. I know this fight is going to be interesting fight. Yeah. A lot of people, they will be very interested to watch this fight.
Yep. Good stuff. Good luck, Tito, as he steps up to fight Manny Vlamis, another feature bout.
Relax. Take your time. Take your time to trust in me, and you will find infinity.
The Bloods. Here we are, Manny Vlamis. Welcome, Brian Butler from the East End Gym.